Mbale Secondary School. Today, Friday the 14th of March, we have had two major activities in the day. We had pass out parade for senior 1 and the 5 for 7 schools, including Mbale UACE, presided over by the RCC. But also, while we were concluding parade, the UNEB also released the UACE results 2024 for senior 6s. And we want to thank our God that Mbale UACE, as usual, has performed quite well. Our best student got 20 points. He was a student offering PCM in the names of Buyera Collins. We had 4 students with 19 points. 3 of them are science students. One is an arts student doing history, entrepreneurship, and is IRE. Then we had a number of students scoring 18 points, like that. So in our experience as teachers, we normally predict that a student who scores at least 14 points and above, especially science students, especially when they are girls, they have a good chance of going on government sponsored course, and one of the best courses. Like now, these students who have scored 20, 19, 18, these will go for the best courses. They will probably go for the courses for which they put their first choice. Normally, these are students now who are going to do courses like medicine, especially those who did the biology, BCM and PCB. Then those who did the PCM will go for engineering in their first choice universities and on government. So we sat a total of this was the highest population, I think, in the history of the school. We sat 925 students, and out of those, we think about at least about 100 students should be able to go on government-sponsored courses in the universities for both diploma and most of them for degrees. So our best art student also scored 19, which is a good thing because most people say Mbale UACE is a science-based student school, but the art students don't do well. But this time round, we had an art students getting 19 points, and to perform well because of a number of factors. One is discipline of students is number one. Before we even here, we emphasize the discipline a great deal. I think one of the things we pride ourselves in is having a disciplined body of students. Without discipline, you can't excel in academics. 2, our teachers are committed to their work. They are well remunerated, and they are paid their allowances and salaries on time. 3, our teachers are trained UNEB examiners, and nowadays we call them UNEB scorers for O-level new curriculum. So when they come back from scoring or marking, they normally we organize seminars to make sure they do the same with their colleagues. They teach their colleagues what they have learned from UNEB. We also finish our syllabus early. Although we are at the school, we try to create time for candidates. They come earlier than the others. We have what we call early morning lessons and late evening lessons. So they go home at about 6:30. At least the candidates. They are also here on Saturdays. We have what we call confidence building seminars. After we have completed the syllabus early, we go into student-led discussions to give them confidence. That's why students will never find problems where they go, whether they are going to law school or medical school or engineering school. They always excel and they finish their courses on time without any retakes, because we have trained them to study skills, in revision skills, and self-study. So basically, we also thank our parents for the support that they give us, our community, the media. You people put us to do accountability, and the accountability of a teacher or of a school is to make students to pass. So the expectations of our community NAS also make us work harder, and we think that is what has kept us on the top of this game as one of the best performing schools in this region, but also in the country. In fact, in one time we were the second best school in the country in admissions of schools on medicine. I will never forget that year, 2019, when Mbale was number 2, only second to St. Mary's Chitende, which is a private school. There were 4 schools that excelled that year. It was St. Mary's Chitende, Mbale was number 2, Uganda Namgongo was number 3, and the Namirembe Hillside was number 4. On the number of students going for government sponsorship on medical courses in the university. So that is what our Mbale is. We pride in it, and we thank our community for supporting us. They do 2 things. One, they inspire the rest of the students who are behind, those in S6 now and S5 and even in lower classes, but also to the students who have sat these exams, whose results have come. We want to tell them that they shouldn't. There are some who may have made the wrong choices. Sometimes they make ambitious choices and are left from certain courses or universities. They shouldn't lose heart. They should still reapply on private, or even these results are actually valid for 2 years. If you have not been admitted, you got good marks and you have not been admitted this year, you can reapply using the same results the following year and they still take you on government. It happened to us, one of our students last year. He sat the other year, he was left out. I don't know what happened to his form, but we told him it's okay, you go on private, but next year you apply. When he applied, the following year was given medicine on government in Makerere University, because he had scored 19 points in the BCM. So they have lots of chances. They shouldn't just sit home and remain unselected. They should find somewhere to go. If you don't find a degree course, find a diploma course to do. Most of our students are science students. They can go for biological sciences, or they can go to the technical colleges, or business colleges. There's business colleges, there's a biological, like SOCO and the other School of Hygiene and so on, in case they have failed to get a university. So let them not just sit back home. They should come to school. If they find the problems, we shall guide them on what to do.
Rashid, working in the academics office for my secondary school. I want to take this chance to thank the Almighty God for the previous the results of UACE 2024, which we managed to register for our candidates in number. There were 499, as you know. Then that is the main center. Our schools are big. We also happen to have annex with 278 candidates. And so far the performance that has been recently released by the Uganda National Examination Board, we thank the stakeholders, we thank the Board of Governors, we thank the teachers, the head teacher, and all our learners, that the performance has been comparable and has been exceptional compared to the previous performance of 2023. Our best candidate has been the monks, and the monks have obtained 18 aggregates in PCM with A, and a C. That's these are. Then others, in arts we have those of 17, and another who followed is doing BCM, also got 18 points. There is another one of 17. Generally, according to the trend that we have seen and what we have heard from the neighborhood report, that there were a drop in some subjects like mathematics, chemistry, and physics. But for our case, that drop has not been the case. We thank the efforts that the teachers put in. As you are aware outside there, our parents are aware that in Nkoma Secondary School, we give a variety of programs. Being a day school, we engage our parents and they agreed that our learners should have programs like remedial lessons that start from early morning, 6 a.m. You can be witness of the people around here. We find our learners at 6 a.m. going to school. We have special packages that help to boost the normal teaching. Those special programs, weekends, we normally engage them. We bring facilitations from outside the schools who we connect with and who we link up with to ensure that these scholars are not just surprises, but they are efforts of the school, they are the efforts of the board, they are the efforts of the PTA. So we shouldn't just blow an alarm and appreciate ourselves only internally, but we want to recognize the efforts of everyone, even those outside the school. Understanding they normally prefer first grade, but the maximum score in A level is 20 points. So if our candidate you will see global or in the district or Mbale city, that Nkoma SS will happen or has happened to be among the top giants in A-level examinations this 2024. If you are to go, you go on and make mukitegedeko abadde bagoberera UNEB report efulumye eraze nti abaana basinga okukola era eri enkyukakyuka mu kusoma like physics bamukoze bulungi, era chemistry, mathematics ne biology ebyabaddemu okuba nti enkola ya last year omwaka guli ogwayita tebadde nga guno mwaka nti byasseemuko. Naye ffe twebaza Katonda Nkoma Secondary School nti omwana yasinze Demongs Derek yafunye 18 ng'ate yakola physics nno abamanyi abatamanyi physics abali ebweru abazadde baffe oyo omuntu gwoteekateeka okuba nti abeera engineer. Chemistry bano abatabula eddagala abatabulatabula ebintu ebiyamba mu malwaliro bye bakozesa ebyo byolaba bakuteekamu ebyo. Then mathematics abondoza mubamanyi waka mu banks kati nkomesese tesetesa omwana abantu asinze ng'akola sciences. Ekyo nno tukyebaza Katonda. Sirema kwebaza buli omu amaanyi ge esaala ze n'okulafuuba nakwe okulaba nti tuyise bulungi. Akakiiko akafuzi k'essomero Board of Governor, akakiiko ak'abazadde PTA, abayizi bennyini olw'amaanyi n'okwerekereza n'okuvumira challenges zibeera mu masomero, okusomozebwa okubeera mu masomero, okubakeeza ennyo, kubanga abalirwana n'ababeera mukimanyi bulungi Nkoma Secondary School eyina enteekateeka ez'enjawulo ezitali walala bwe zibaayo ze bakoppa kuffe nti tukeera ku makya saa 12 abaana ne bajja kusomera ku ssente zaabwe ensaamusa. Ate mumanyi abaana ba yuzi ne tubawa package kuva ku makya 12 paka saawa 2 balina abasomesa ababayamba ababa tebategedde emisana ne babaddiramu ku makya okubanaalizaamu ne baba nga bategeera ebintu ebyo. Tulina package olweggulo okuva ku saawa 40 nga bala bagenzi waka ffe tusigazaawo abaana baffe 40 paka saawa 12 ne babayitirayitiramu obuntu obwo baba tebategedde mu kibiina ne baba nga bayita. Tulina package endala ku weekend ffe omwana waffe tugamba w'omusuulirira ku weekend ajja kudda ku Monday nga bibuuseemu. Tubeera naye ku Lwomukaaga ne ku Sunday n'aba nga afuna package endala n'aba nga ayita. Ensonga y'okuyita ku Nkoma tugiwa priority kuba tumanyi tufulumya omwana ow'omulembe agenda oyamba ebweru tovola nga tufaayo nnyo. Headmaster, akakiiko akafuzi chairman wa board, abazadde n'abaana baagala tetubakaka ebyoza oba naye kati baakyuka tetubakaka bajja kyeyagalire tukwasaganya tukolera wamu nga ttiimu kubanga abantu abawamu okusobola okufuna bitufuna.